So today, beautifuls, we are hiking on the Canadian Shield, also called the Precambrian Shield. And well, it's probably one of the biggest rock formations on Earth, so it could be anywhere in northern Canada, that's for sure. It extends probably from the Adirondack Mountains, just down through New York and Vermont and whatnot, all the way up to Hudson's Bay and into Greenland. And basically one huge big formation of connected rock. And it is pretty much the cornerstone of the of North America and holds it all together. So obviously not a lot of seismic action going on in this area. We do have a few pieces where it happens, but not often. And today we will be scoping around this area. Should be a few ponds, might see a few things. I hope you enjoy this day with me. So in this particular area, there used to be called a mica mine around here. And so we will see probably as we go a lot of rock that looks like this. It's little slivers of, if you peel it off really thin, you could actually use it as sunglasses. It's called mica, little flakes of it. You can see it flakes up a bit like that. And don't know what it was used for, but it was mined heavily through here. There's a spot just up the road there. I'm going to show you. It goes down into this pit. And in this pit, I'm going to jump down in. You can see here, this whole rock has just got these streams of mica throughout it. Underneath these leaves here, it's just strewn with it. Last time I was here, it was hollowed out kind of nicely, and you can see a ton of it. You can see it all through the sand. Used to be a big mica mine here. It's kind of cool. A little puffball. It's a little mushroom, kind of cool looking. You're going to see a few interesting things like that on our walk today, I hope too. Unfortunately, with the dry weather that we've had and the heat, we're not going to see probably a whole lot of cool vegetation. Usually through this area on later on in the season. Hopefully get back here again and I can show you the oh fuck, the bugs are pretty bad. I can show you the whole different types of oh my god, I'm being swarmed. I'll be back. I've got to put some bug spray on. So as I was saying, this is a better view of the pond. In the early spring, it's pretty much all water. It's as you can see down in here, how far the water has gone down. This is actually up usually about another 2 meters, 3 meters or so. So as I was saying, it's not that wet out, so we won't see probably a lot of flowers or cool vegetation. You can actually feel that even the lichen is it's all crunchy. So it's all gone into what's called a hibernative state. And so it pulls out all the, all the water out itself, and it kind of hibernates until water comes along again. But yeah, very dry, very crunchy. So we'll just proceed and go into the deciduous zone of the forest. A lot of granite in this area, and that's indicative of the ridge that we're on. We're kind of up on a plateau, and off in the distance it will go down into a ravine, and back the other way it kind of goes up higher and higher until it gets to the peak. You can also see over here where either lightning or wind has taken down this tree. But the question is, if no one was around, Did it make any noise? On possible lightning strike, as you can see right there, it's all blackened, and can't see with the sun there, but up right in there, that area, just above the leaf there, it's all blackened in that area too, where it looks like it came off. So, and usually when it splinters like that, and you can see down in the corner here, it's black there as well. So I'm gonna guess that's what it was, because you usually don't see that type of charring on, and that's a pretty healthy tree. It did have lots of good leaves on it and whatnot. So let's go with a lightning strike. And we'll get back out on the trail. Bugs seem to have calmed down a bit on me. They were swarming there for a bit, probably because I was closer to the water. But wow, they were just monstrous, monstrous. Not far off again. We're gonna have fairly big pieces. You can see what it's like. It's very thin. And as I say, it comes off like almost like paper, and you could actually make sunglasses out of it. I used to do that as a kid. Find this stuff and try to make sunglasses out of it. See? Almost, you can see my finger. Well, I can see my finger through it, but you can't. It's very, very thin, almost like paper. We're going to be heading down, literally, more into the forest, lowland area that's around here. Just when you're on top of a rock, it's not easily seen. So I am deking down here, and I must admit, I did get lost in here once. I was on about, I decided to do the entire stretch of it, which was about probably a 3 to 4 hour hike. And when I was coming to the end of it, I completely lost the trail. And I was completely lost. Like I totally turned around. And for someone who's, who does this on a weekly basis of hiking in the woods, I was actually quite surprised. And I surprised myself how easy it is to get disorientated, turned around, and to get lost. It's very easy. But after centering myself and getting a hold on my position, I knew where the start line was for the place, and I just basically hacked my way through the forest and vegetation to get to where I needed to go, and made it there. I have a really good sense of direction, but I was relying too much on the visual of the trail, and then just embarrassing moment for someone who actually does this a lot. Here we have a marker, and just to mark the trail a little bit better so idiots like me don't get lost. Even though it's hot out and the flies have gone away, I think I got one bit right on my ass. Oh, fuck. It's actually turning out to be a really nice day. There's a little bit of breeze that comes up. We have a little bit of a jump to traverse here, and trees. And it's a really cool place to go if you want to take a short trek and see a lot of different stuff. As I say, it's a little bit more lively when it's not as dry, but beautiful nonetheless. Big pine tree. In through the rocks and out the other side. Fuckers. Not you. Not you, the flies. You're beautifuls. Man. I'm gonna put some more of this fly stuff. I realize that I go further down into the forest, the flies are unbearable. They're called deer flies here in from where I'm from. And holy cow, I've never, ever seen them so bad. And it's not, you know, they're not biting me much. But I swear I've got like I've never been in a swarm like this before. It's incredible. So I'm ditching that idea. And I'm gonna cut this a little short today, simply because I can barely see in front of me with all these flies around here. Just want to show you some of the cool lichen and moss that grows in here. So many different kinds and shapes and colors. Again, when it's a little bit more all along through here, it's everywhere as you watch the camera go. It's on either side of us. It's that small bit of color and vegetation of the silver in through here. It's very nice. But as I said, I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to beeline it back to my car so I don't turn into a bunch of welts from these little fuckers. Okay. I'm going to turn off the camera for a bit and take a little jog. And if the flies go away, I'll get back on here. Well, that was a brisk, really fast walk / jog back, even though I'm wearing like loose clothing and whatnot to keep myself cool today on this warm day. It's a scorcher, and these bugs are still hounding me like crazy. So I want to thank you all for coming with me on my hike today. I actually made it back to the car. I'm just parked out on the highway, so you might hear some cars going by. Thank you so much for being here. If any of you don't want to see these, let me know. But I enjoy bringing you with me, and I hope you enjoy the tour of some of the places that I go. Have yourselves a fantastic day, beautifuls, and we'll see you next time.